The Bengals are back from the bye and ready to go. The latest on Joe Burrow, Orlando Brown Jr., and more with a huge matchup with the San Francisco 49ers looming. Hi again, everyone, and welcome in to Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Erpine of allbengals.com here at Paycor Stadium, where the Bengals, yes, they are back from the bye, ready for Week 8, and I think it's safe to say they're well aware that the AFC North was 3-0 in Week 7. I think that's certainly a big takeaway, and I wrote about it for allbengals.com. And officials aside, the Bengals are, well, where they are. And I think one of Zach Taylor's messages today and one of his takeaways was the fact that they control their own destiny. They still play the Ravens. They have two matchups with the Steelers. They still play the Browns. They still play the Bills and the Chiefs. So plenty of ground to make up in the AFC. They're certainly capable of doing that. We've seen that in past years. And so the question is health. Where are the 3-3 Bengals health-wise? Well, let's go down the list. First off, let's start with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was moving around in practice on the field behind me. They practiced inside the stadium today. He was at about the 20-yard line right there, moving around and throwing off of one foot, throwing off of his right foot, and looking like you would hope Joe Burrow would look coming off of the bye. So that really good news. That's really good news for Joe Burrow. It's really good news for this team, and you're going to need it because the San Francisco 49ers, which we'll talk a lot about this week, we know how good that defensive front is, led by Nick Bosa, and that's why you want Orlando Brown Jr. out there. He didn't finish the game against Seattle, missed the second half with a groin injury, and so I caught up with Orlando today, and we posted the entire video right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk, but Orlando Brown Jr. said, oh, yeah, I expect to play. He expects to play on Sunday, despite dealing with the groin injury, says he's feeling better. Zach Taylor was less committal, saying we'll see. I think the answer is probably trending towards yes, he's going to play. We'll see on Wednesday, though. I would be surprised if Orlando Brown Jr. is a full participant on Wednesday. I think that this coaching staff does a really good job of managing injuries. You have a soft tissue injury that Brown suffered against the Titans. That's lingered. So why not keep him limited? That's why he didn't practice today. It was a walkthrough anyways, but he didn't practice today. And I think what they're going to do, have him limited Thursday, practice full Friday, Wednesday, limited Wednesday, practice full Thursday and Friday, and have him ready to go for Sunday in what is as big of a game as it feels, and it is, and I'm not going to downplay it. It is the least important game on the Bengals schedule over the next month because they have AFC opponents over the next 3 weeks following this matchup against San Francisco, and that's what's kind of interesting about it is all of those AFC games matter more standings-wise, and certainly with the Bengals, they don't have a win in the AFC right now. At the same time, this is a measuring stick game. I think everybody knows how talented the San Francisco 49ers are, how well coached they are with Kyle Shanahan. And so seeing these two teams go head-to-head, it'll be a good and give everybody a good sense of where the Bengals are at, especially when you have to go to Santa Clara and play at Levi Stadium. We will be there, and we're going to have you covered all week long right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. The bye week is over. And if you missed last week, our conversation with Ted Karras, make sure you check that out. If you missed our trade deadline talk where I literally went from realistic trade candidates to unrealistic to pie-in-the-sky dream scenarios and everything in between, make sure you check that out as well. But overall, this Bengals team, pretty healthy. What I would say if I have to give, and I'm going to do a video on Tuesday outlining this, I do think there will be some tweaks, some changes to this Bengals team in the second half. But one more injury update, and it involves young players. One more injury update. Charlie Jones progressing, not eligible this week, still on injured reserve. This is the final week that he's that he has to be on injured reserve and final game that he has to miss. I do expect him to play against the Bills the following week on Sunday Night Football. We'll see if that happens. That's my early prediction based on talking to some people in the building. It might not happen. He's still working through it. It's not like he's out there practicing in full or anything like that. We'll see if they activate him next week after the San Francisco game. But it does feel like he's progressing, that he's doing everything that they were hoping he would do so far. Real quick, I got to give a shout-out to Doug and his team at Rivertown Inkery and rivertowninkery.com. If you're an out-of-towner coming in for the Bills game, you need some orange and black gear, go to rivertowninkery.com. Check it out. Check out the CBT official rope hat and dad hat if you're looking for a hat. They have a perfect Tiger Rocks glass. I meant to freaking post it on social media over the weekend. I was enjoying a nice bi-week bourbon or 4 out of my nice Tiger Rocks glass that I got from Rivertown Inkery. So make sure you check them out. Both locations, Findlay Market and in Hyde Park. Or you could check them out at rivertowninkery.com. And look, this is a big week. There's no doubt about it. It's a measuring stick game. The good news is from T. Higgins to Joe Burrow to Orlando Brown Jr., even Charlie Jones, everyone seems healthier. It seems like they've been aided by the bye week. I would throw Chidobe Awuzie in that mix as well. Zach Taylor said that Chido's feeling better as well. So you certainly hope so, that these guys are progressing in the right direction, that all of them outside of Charlie Jones can not only play, but play effectively on Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers. Make sure you check out Orlando Brown Jr.'s locker room interview. Always good stuff from Orlando. And until next time, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. For Andrew Fox-Miller, our channel coordinator, I'm James Rapine, signing off for now. Thank you so much for watching Cincinnati Bengals Talk.